I've got something really, really, really fun to talk about today. Absolutely amazing. The IRS are a bunch of crooked scumbags. I've got to think of how to say this without getting banned from every freaking media outlet and kicked off and using vulgarities and all that good stuff. But yeah, the uh, the federal IRS is not that great. Not crazy about them either. The state, especially the state of Mississippi, their uh, their Internal Revenue Service is garbage. They are all garbage, and they just all they did today. The IRS just proved today to me why I should keep all of my money in a decentralized crypto. Every one of us really should. They're just horrible, horrible work ethic or just their structure of how they're built. It's not even about taxes. It's about their their lack of responsibility. It's about them not having to suffer consequences when they make mistakes that potentially could ruin someone's life. So today at 12:01, the IRS decided to go ahead and just freeze my assets over some money that they think, well, actually, one department thinks that I owe them from 2018. It's not even a crazy amount of money. It's really petty. But not only do I have all the paperwork that I don't owe them, I have paperwork from one department inside the IRS here in Mississippi, the state IRS of Mississippi. I have paperwork from them saying that we're all square. I don't owe them nothing. But the problem is, oh, we've got to wait for this other department to process it. And we're really behind. We're like years behind because of the the lockdowns and the viruses. That's why the IRS is behind. So after making a deposit today, come home, twiddle dee dum. It's Friday afternoon, and I get a call. It's like, hey, there's something going on with the bank account. Well, let me just check. All of them. All of them. All my checkings, multiple savings. They're they have went in and froze everything until they sort out their paperwork. Called my CPA and my tax guy, and they've got all the paperwork. They've sent it in, and it's real simple. It's real simple, but it's a matter of time. So 2018, we had to file an amendment. I'd forgotten to turn in some pay. I have multiple trading accounts everywhere. Okay, all kinds of if they've come out, it doesn't matter. It's Coinbase, it's Robinhood, it's TD Ameritrade. It's all of them. I've got them all. There's something in all of them because they all offer different things. And I forgot about one that I hardly ever use in 2018. Came back before the year was up and it's like, hey, here it is. I got it. They were questioning where's this, where's that. Found it, brought them the paperwork. My CPA tax guy got it, man. Calls me back to this day. Need you come in and sign these? We've got it all amended. You owe them this much. Bring me a check. Hand the man a check. Sends it in. That check's been cashed almost 2 years ago. It's clear. The federal government. Now this is all federal. That's giving me shit. Federal government sends me stuff. We're good. We're square, man. We're good. We don't. You don't owe us nothing. We're all good. Your debt's taken care of. I'm like, all right, cool. No big deal. Did what I was supposed to do as a citizen. Fast forward a year and a half. The state of Mississippi sends me a letter. Says, hey, we see where the federal government said you owe them this much. We send them back the amendment and a copy of the letter from the federal IRS that says, no, that was a mistake on our part. We miscalculated. He's paid what he owed us, and that miscalculation has been rectified. We sent it certified. Certified. They received it. I spoke with the freaking lady over my account of the state of Mississippi, and she's like, yeah, I got it. I got all that. You're good. Don't worry about it. All this mail that the state's sending you saying that they're going to place liens and they're going to freeze your accounts and all this stuff and all this threats, just throw it away. Don't worry about it. Kick aside. You're good. It's just going to take a while to go through the process. It has to bounce through multiple offices. So the department that collects and sends out the nasty letters, they're going to keep doing that until the people above them stamp it, enter it into the computer. I said, all right, cool. She goes, I'm sure it'll be taken care of soon. Almost another year later, it's actually 11 months later, they still haven't processed it. So the state of Mississippi have reached their little grubby hands into my account and taken my money. That they actually don't. Matter of fact, I'm telling my business. Matter of fact, they another miscalculation by the state from 2020. They owe us another $1,500. They took out too much. They owe us another $1,500. So now this huge amount of money is frozen. So right now they owe me thousands and thousands of dollars. And they're going, oh, well, we'll see what we can do Tuesday. We'll have to talk to someone, get them on the phone, and let's see if they can get it pushed through. Okay, all right, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want anything connected to a bank that's frozen. Right now, if I make a car payment, they're going to intercept it. If I make a water bill payment, they're going to intercept it. If anything that is connected to a bank account tries to come up, they're going to intercept it. That's what the state does. That's what the federal does. But the state right now is the one at fault. We got to wait till Tuesday before we can even talk to anybody. They're all out of the office already. So not only are they behind, they all decided to leave early today. 3-day weekend. Let's get started. I don't blame them. Now let's get to the good part. It's why we need Bitcoin, because guess what they didn't touch? Guess what they didn't freaking touch? They can't touch. There's no way. Because it's a decentralized cryptocurrency. They froze everything but my crypto. Because I own my crypto. They can't. The government, this proves this video that I posted the other day of how the government can regulate people because they control you. They can't regulate a cryptocurrency. They cannot regulate Bitcoin, and they hate it. But they can scare you. They can regulate you into not using it. So guess what I get to do today? Oh, I went to a Bitcoin ATM, and I cashed out so I'd have some cash in my pocket until we get this straightened up, because I don't like keeping cash around. That's just not a good thing. Cash is garbage. But so we'd have cash. Easily. Bitcoin. 3 minutes, y'all. 3 freaking minutes. Walk up to a Bitcoin ATM. Transfer your Bitcoin. Cash pops out. Government can't touch it. Can't stop it. That's why they're panicking. So, all these, my bank, they're so trusted. All the people out there who still skeptics. My bank lady, which we always, when I go in there, we talk about crypto. And every time I ask her, have you bought any? I've offered to give her some. She goes, no, I don't want to set up an account because they need my social security number. I only have a retirement account. They have your social security number. Wall Street has your social security number. TD Ameritrade, Fidelity. I'm like, okay, who's your IRA? You put money into a Roth IRA every week when your paycheck comes in? Yeah, because, it's safe. Is it? Is it safe? They have your social security number. Hell, you used your debit card at Target and Home Depot. Guess what? Their systems got hacked. Everyone has your social security number, lady. My wealth management officer at my bank is scared to put her stuff on the internet, and she's under 30. 1, I shouldn't be taking advice from someone under 30. 2, someone who's never heard of crypto and is still trying to preach to you banking ways of the 1920s. It's awful. Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, I am square. I'm square with everybody. I don't owe a single MFer. But the government's, they're just like a typical government agency. Oh, it takes 15 guys to hold an effing shovel while one guy digs a hole. It's that way in every aspect. The banking, the healthcare system, all of it. If the government can reach into someone who is square with them and has letters from them, both federal and state, that I am square, that I don't owe you nothing, the miscalculation has been dealt with. And because their confiscation, I'm going to say confiscation, I'm not even going to say that their collection department, they don't collection, they confiscate. Their confiscation department hasn't got the memo, hasn't got the paperwork yet, it hasn't been entered into the system. Bitcoin is king. It will be. And anybody who don't believe that yet, just wait. Have a tiff. Have a little tiff with a government agency and let's see. You keep your Bitcoin on a ledger, in your pocket, in a desk, in a safe. You keep your crypto out of the hands of any centralized entity. They can't touch it. And then you go cash it out. That's where you live. This is why Bitcoin will take over our financial system. This is why they're fighting. This is why they're regulating. They're trying to regulate people because they can't stop Bitcoin. But I just had to get on here and rant for a second and go freaking nuts because it'll get worked out. It'll get settled. I've got a team of CPAs and lawyers right there that handle this all the time. I'm not so much stressed. I'm pissed off, but also the amount of happiness that I feel right now to put this in everyone's face, because now I am living proof of why we need a decentralized currency. If there is someone in control of your money or a third party, you are at risk all the time. All the time. You keep your money on a ledger. It's a little USB looking, about that big. Look, about that big. Ledger X, go get you one. About that big. You plug it in your computer. You have the keys to it. Even if, let's say the FBI raids your home, they find that laying on your desk. Guess what? It's garbage. There's nothing they can do with it. They need your keys. Unless you give them the code to it, they just got a really cool USB keychain. This is why Bitcoin was created, y'all. This is why whoever created it, this is what he did it for. To stop government overreach and the destruction of our monetary policy. So y'all really think about that. Really think about it. I have now become a personal Bitcoin maximalist. When I get all this straightened out next week, I will shut down every freaking account that I possibly can, because we still live in a world that you just about need a bank account to upload money to your crypto exchanges in order to buy it, to put it into your ledger. But I will minimize the exposure I have to the U.S. government to the end of the earth. I will have freaking USB drives. I will have stuff buried everywhere, concreted in walls. I will have it taped to my gut. I don't care. But I will no longer be part of this Rockefeller garbage printing money system that our U.S. government has raped and pillaged. Bitcoin for life, y'all.